If I ask you at the moment to pick up your phone, record your voice, and listen to your voice, what will your reaction be? How many times you've heard the voicemail that you sent to your friend over and over and over again and judging yourself mainly because you don't like how you sound? Have you ever watched yourself delivering a speech, leading a meeting, or delivering a work presentation and loved your voice? This is a very common struggle between everybody. It's our voice. Probably you don't love your voice, or you're not so confident when you're speaking because you don't know how to make your voice better. Well, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you the most powerful 6 advices that will help you sound better whenever you speak. Hi, I'm Lucy, and I'm here to help you master the art of public speaking. In today's episode, how to sound better when you speak is going to be a game changer. If you're an executive, a CEO, an entrepreneur, or if you work in sales, or simply you love to make your voice sound better and appealing, this episode will help you big time to make your voice stand out and to make people listen to what you have to say. Number 1, it's the articulation, not the accent. Not everybody's main language is English. However, English is a universal language. If your main language is Italian, you're going to have a unique accent. If your main language is Indian, you're going to have a unique accent. If your main language is Arabic, you're going to have a unique accent. Your accent is your identity. It's who you are. It's your personality. Never change your accent. In fact, keep your accent because your accent is going to help you stand out from different speakers. But you need to work on improving your articulation. How you pronounce the words is what makes your language better. It's not your accent. So learn how to pronounce the TH. It's the. Learn how to pronounce a specific English articulation with your own accent. A lot of people get confused by accent and articulation, and it's going to make them struggle to deliver their message clearly so their audience will be able to understand them better. But it's not. If you have a good articulation, even if your speech has a fast pace, your audience can understand you. They can keep up with you as long as you use good and powerful enough pauses. But if you're speaking too slowly and your articulation is not clear, this won't make your speech better. So always keep in mind, keep your accent. It's your identity. It's who you are. It's special. Embrace it, but improve your articulation to make your voice sound better. Number 2, practice emotion through voice. Allow your emotions to be part of your voice. This is a very good public speaking and communication skill to enhance because you will be able to let your audience connect with you more. And definitely you will sound better because you're allowing your feelings to be involved in whatever you're saying. So practice emotion. Allow your emotions to be involved in whatever you're saying. And the best way to practice that is to simply read different sentences with different emotions. For example, a sentence that sounds dramatic, a sentence that sounds motivational and impactful. Another phrase that probably you're practicing anger, frustration. Practice emotions through different varieties. This is a very big bonus for you to make your voice sound better, and it will help you a lot to practice different varieties as well. Number 3, pace your speech. Pacing your speech will definitely make your voice sound better on the ear. You need to pace your speech based on what kind of information and what kind of impact you want to deliver. If you want to highlight a specific statement, just like how you highlight a very important statement when you're reading a book, you can do the same thing with your voice related to your speech. If you want to emphasize a specific idea that's very important, slow down. Pace it, slow down. If you want to grab your audience's attention, project motivation, impact, and good energy, increase your pace. You shouldn't be speeding your entire speech, and you shouldn't be talking too slow the entire time. If you want to keep your audience engaged, and if you want your voice to be easy on the ear, you need to learn how to pace your speech. Number 4, learn how to breathe. Without a doubt, this is the main pillar to make your voice sound better. You need to learn how to breathe before you start learning how to speak. Because if you don't know How are you supposed to breathe? When you're supposed to breathe from your abdominal and your diaphragm, not from your chest and from your neck. Your voice is gonna sound weak. You're gonna injure your voice. You're gonna damage your vocal instrument. I'm gonna leave a link at the end of this episode specifically talking about mastering your voice. It is very important. I highly recommend it. Click on that link after you finish this episode. You need to learn how to breathe before you learn how to speak. If you're not able to take a full inhale, then your voice is gonna sound shaky. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna inhale and empty all my exhale, and you're gonna see the difference. So now I need to proceed with my speech. If I don't know how to breathe right and take full inhale from the start, see, my sound is shaking. You need to learn how to inhale properly using your diaphragm and your belly and take the power from your core to project a powerful voice. If your voice is shaking, it's weak, you tend to damage your vocal instrument a lot. The main reason is because you don't know how to breathe. Number 5, power of pause. I always emphasize the power of pausing. You need to learn when and how to pause. The benefits of pausing will change the entire dynamic of your speech. You need to pause to give time for your audience to reflect. You need to pause to give yourself time to think, especially in impromptu speaking. You need to pause to create anticipation. You need to pause to pace your speech. And the way that you need to pause, it depends on your topic. If you want to show good authority, confidence, good posture, presence on stage before you start speaking, pause for at least 5 seconds. If you're experiencing some conflict with your coworkers, with your partners, and everybody is talking, everybody is shouting, stand there with full confidence and pause for as long as you need to grab their attention. If you're shifting between one idea and the other, pause for 1 or 2 seconds to pace your speech. If you want to grab your audience's attention and show anticipation because you want to share a very important incident, pause for 3 to 4 seconds. Pausing is highly effective to set the pace of your speech, to show good authority, good communication skills, and it's very effective to make your voice sound better. Number 6, evaluate your voice. If you've been following me for a while, whether on YouTube or Instagram, you know by now that evaluation is my number 1 advice to become a better and a successful communicator and speaker. You need to evaluate your voice to know exactly what you need to work on. If you don't like how you sound, film yourself while you're delivering a speech, leading a meeting or a work presentation, and evaluate your voice later on its own. And the best way to do that is to listen to your voice without watching yourself, because all your focus will be shifted to your voice. Do you sound monotonic? Are you pausing enough? Is your pacing good? Is your articulation good? If there's anything about your voice you don't like, write it down, enhance it, work on it. Do you have a strong tone? Does it show authority and good leadership? If not, then learn how are you supposed to breathe first and then start practicing vocal training to make your voice better. Are you using enough variety to keep your audience engaged? Evaluate your voice. If you're always not comfortable listening to yourself, how are you supposed to know what are the things that you need to improve and to work on to make your voice sound better? These are the 6 strategies or the 6 advices that I highly recommend to implement to make your voice sound better, whether you're delivering a speech or you're having a one-on-one conversation. Put yourself out of your comfort zone to listen to your voice and evaluate yourself. This is the best way to enhance your voice and to make your voice sound better every time you speak. If you enjoyed this episode and find it helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting and high-value public speaking and communication episodes like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.